Public ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia. A pipe dream? Perhaps in the past, but now Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is reportedly working vigorously with Mossad chief Yossi Cohen to make Israeli-Saudi ties public before the scheduled 2019 Israeli elections. Netanyahu has long boasted of warming ties between Israel and its Sunni Arab neighbors behind closed doors, centered on a shared interest in countering the Iranian threat. Arab leaders have always been reluctant to face the backlash of going public with such relations, but in recent years have shown more flexibility.
There is still a glass ceiling for the relations between Israel and the Arab world, and this ceiling is a major breakthrough and ultimately a peace deal between Israel and the Palestinians. But when the Arab leaders are considering their own interests, their national interests, the benefit they can get from Israel, and when they look at Washington and what they can get from Washington, they are willing to move this glass ceiling a little bit up.
Netanyahu sees the young and powerful Mohammed bin Salman as a regional ally and the key to Israeli legitimacy in the Arab world. Even coming to his defense in wake of the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, calling U.S. officials to stress the importance of keeping the Saudi relationship stable. It's the U.S. influence that could prove decisive in making Netanyahu's move possible. Trump has also backed bin Salman, while the Crown Prince and his aides have been courting the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner since Trump took office. Kushner and the Crown Prince reportedly speak frequently, and Kushner was said to advise bin Salman how to calm the waters in wake of the Khashoggi scandal. The Trump administration view bin Salman as a cornerstone of their Mideast policy, and especially for Kushner, a key to reaching a deal with the Palestinians that will be favorable to Israel. The Saudis publicizing their ties with Israel may seem unlikely, but political expediency could force bin Salman to make a drastic move.
If Mohammed bin Salman feels that his position is shaking in the Saudi regime, he can change his mind in 1 second.
Netanyahu surprised many with an official visit to Oman back in October, with reports of an upcoming visit to one of the Gulf states in the making as well. Yet publicizing ties with Saudi Arabia, if it is to happen, could be his greatest strategic achievement in the region to date. Alec Pollard, I-24 News.